Thanks for being with us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Phil Lipoff. New this afternoon from 9 News Investigates. Documents show a teacher who lost his job after being accused of inappropriately filming students did not disclose the existence of that investigation on his application for a job in Jeffco schools.
Patricio Ilanes got hired and is now suspected of making and selling videos involving students and others, some depicting underage boys performing sex acts.
In 2023, Ilanes resigned from the St. Vrain Valley District while facing termination after losing that job at Erie Middle School. He applied at Jeffco schools, didn't disclose that investigation, and got hired at Arvada High, where he again faced allegations of inappropriately filming students. In all, Ilanes worked at 7 schools in 4 different districts.
Numerous questions remain about how Ilanes got hired to teach at Arvada High. Kevin Vaughn from 9 News Investigates has been digging into his background. And Kevin, this was his teacher's license, though. Was that clear when Jeffco hired him?
Kim and Phil, it was clear when he got that job, since he was not convicted of a crime or accused of sexual abuse at the Erie school. St. Vrain Valley administrators were not required to report his conduct to the State Department of Education. When Patricio Ilanes applied for a job with Jeffco Schools in 2024, he filled out a 12-page application. It included 28 questions. Question 22, regarding any current or prior employment, have you ever been disciplined or demoted, terminated, or resigned under threat of termination? His answer, no. Jeffco Schools hired Ilanes as an English teacher at Arvada High. Now he's accused of inappropriately filming at least 15 students, behavior that goes back nearly a decade. Some of it occurred at different school or youth program locations where he worked. Some of it involved sex acts. And some of that video, according to court documents, was sold on the internet. What really did happen at Erie Middle School is laid out in documents obtained by 9 News Investigates. Ilanes filmed multiple students in violation of district policy, and Ilanes, in reality, did what he later denied doing on that job application. In December 2023, he resigned as administrators considered whether to fire him. In exchange, St. Vrain Valley Schools agreed to pay his salary for the rest of the year, nearly $50,000. The agreement also made it clear Ilanes was never welcome to work in the district again, and it included a secrecy clause, asserting that he and the district had to keep the agreement confidential. Ilanes faces 40 separate counts of sexual exploitation of a child. He's free after posting $50,000 bail and is due back in court January 20th. We still have a lot of questions about this situation. So far, neither St. Vrain Valley Schools nor Jeffco Schools have made anyone available to answer those questions on camera. Live in the newsroom, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
Keep pressing, Kevin, because I know you have read the documents and it is disturbing, the accusations here.
It is, and we are expecting more documents in the days ahead, and we are going to stay on this.
All right, thank you.
The warm and dry weather is back. That didn't take long. We're expecting another round of above average temperatures this week. That guy likes it. We got to near 60 today. Again, sounds like a broken record, but that's just the way this winter's been. Our Weather Impact team is tracking another warm one today, Kathy.
I know. I was riding my horse this morning and the grass was crunchy, and then underneath the dry grass, I saw blades of green grass trying to come up and some little flowers. So something's not right when that's happening in January. But as Kim will tell you, living here her whole life, Mother Nature has a way of kind of correcting things in a big hurry, and that usually happens in March and April. But tonight we're focused on a beautiful sunset. The color in the sky right now, unbelievable. Send those pictures in and I'll post them here on the networks of 9 News tonight at 9 and 10. About 8 inches of snow so far for the season. End of January, we should be closer to 27 inches, so we've got some catch up to do. Temperatures in the low 60s today. Thankfully, the wind hasn't been a big feature for us, but I know we'll be talking about elevated fire danger, even with 2 weak weather systems approaching from the northwest. A dry front will come in tomorrow, so we'll have a few clouds here, and we have a second stronger front that's coming in on Friday that may offer at least a little bit of mountain snow. Pleasant evening to be out and about, walking the dog and just walking off some dinner. Coming up, we're going to take a look at the extended forecast in detail and have much more on that Friday storm.
The man convicted of killing an Idaho Springs dog breeder and stealing his puppies will spend 55 years in prison. Sergio Ferrer was sentenced today for the death of Paul Peavy. Peavy was reported missing last August and was later found buried in a shallow grave on his property in Clear Creek County. Investigators say Peavy was shot multiple times and beaten. They say Ferrer stole 10 Doberman puppies that he planned to sell online, along with guns and jewelry. During sentencing today, Peavy's son spoke about the loss of his dad and the impact it's had on his life.
Some of the hardest blows have come when experiencing my own life events and the thought of those to come. Every Father's Day, every birthday, every Christmas, even my own wedding last fall, every single moment that a young man should be able to share with his father, that will never be possible for me or my family.
Ferrer's wife also pleaded guilty last year to helping after the crime. According to court documents, she received a deferred sentence.
Steve on your side has confirmed now some Safeway and Circle K locations are on the list of gas stations that got diesel in their shipments of regular fuel last week. That's a big problem. That brings our list of gas stations with contaminated gas to 35 since a mix-up at Sinclair Gas Terminal in Adams County. 9 News consumer investigator Steve Stager has been pressing companies like Costco and Sinclair to release a list of their impacted locations. And Steve, I know a lot of people watching are thinking, why haven't they done that? Why is this your job to go digging and find all these?
It's an interesting question. Yes, we've sent multiple requests to Costco and have heard nothing, though I know people who are impacted at Costco have actually gotten emails from the company. As of tonight, we still haven't heard from either of those companies, despite those multiple requests. We've been able to piece together a list of some Costco locations through emails and receipts you at home have sent to us. And we pinpointed a couple of Sinclair branded gas stations through phone calls and through state inspection records. We've been able to piece together a list that's up on 9news.com right now. It has 35 total stations, including King Soopers, Circle K, Sinclair, Costco, Murphy Express, and Safeway. If you filled up somewhere and you had problems that you don't see that station on our list, please email Steve on your side at 9news.com and we'll look into it. The reason we're doing this is after hearing stories like Abby's. Abby filled her car at a Sinclair station on Thursday morning, then her car wouldn't start on Thursday afternoon. A mechanic confirmed it was full of diesel. She heard about our story, went back to the station, and they told her they didn't know what happened. It cost Abby $500 to get the diesel pumped out and get her car back up and running. She wasn't sure if she was going to be able to get that money back or hold someone accountable if the damage was worse.
I'm a little concerned about what this is going to look like long term. If there's going to be any damage to my engine, it's going to be really frustrating if it does damage my engine in the long term.
The state's petroleum lead tells me they inspected the station where Abby got gas today and found it was part of all of this. And the state has told that station to manage the claims for customers who need them. Have I mentioned the list that we have? You can send it to you, or we can send it to you. If you have your phone handy on you, just text the word gas to 303-871-1491, and we will send you a link to that article. Again, gas to 303-871-1491. And if you're part of all this and having problems with your claims, Steve on your side at 9news.com is how you get in touch with us. Steve Stager, Steve on your side, 9 News.
All right, Steve, thank you. In just a few hours, the Avs will take the ice, hoping to tie a franchise record. They've won 17 straight games at home, and 18th would match the record from the Stanley Cup winning team of 21-22. Standing in their way, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Puck drop, 8 o'clock. You can watch the game over on KTVD Channel 20.